Good evening once again. Thanks for joining us on the sit down. Tonight or today, we're just going to talk about foundation. I just read something, it made me think. It says people don't understand the importance of the friend stage. Oh, you know, I remember when Eden and I were just friends. We were genuinely just friends.
Like,
yeah,
we were really just
we
friends.
were really just friends. And you'd see me at church, and you'd worry me and ask me when I'm buying McDonald's. I don't know who told you that I am rich.
I think the one, it was a joke between us.
Yeah,
Like,
but
we
it
did
was.
the McDonald's.
And just in that friendship stage, I found out about who you genuinely were, because there was no sense of acting. There was nothing put on to pretend. There was no pretentious behavior. You were just genuinely you. And I think we even speak about the issues we're fighting in dating. I know you were seeing someone, and I was having issues in whatever I was having issues in.
I remember we went to Milky Lane.
Yeah, and we were genuinely just friends. And it's so important because I believe and I think that it lays the foundation for everything. And a lot of us nowadays, we put people in the friend zone. And
What does that look supposed to be?
No, I'm just saying, and it's supposed to be a time where you really just get to know the person.
But it's nice that you start off, because you don't want that awkward conversation and then tell the person, oh, let's just be friends for a while, because then now you know the person's
But what's the
objective.
difference between a friendship and courtship? How do you distinguish? Because like in Christians, you're not allowed to be dating as per se. There's no dating that's written in the Bible. You'll never hear that. So what's the difference between a friendship and a courtship? Where do you draw the line? I'm not only talking on behalf of like us, I'm just
It's
talking.
a lot of things.
No, I mean like even for the single people, like where would they be able to know if, you know what, I really like for you, what was the thing that you liked about me? Why are you laughing?
I liked your dressing.
Mm-hmm.
I felt you kept yourself really well and clean. And I liked that.
The main thing, what was it? What was it couldn't be the dressing only.
Well, the dressing got me to the main thing. If it wasn't for the dressing, I wouldn't even looked at you. No, I don't mean it in that way. But for me, the fact that you were in church.
Okay. In Christ.
Yeah. I needed somebody in the place where I was. I needed somebody on the same level as me, because it's so difficult to be with somebody that's unequally yoked.
Yeah.
And also somebody that's not, in my own opinion, I would say I would have preferred to find somebody in my church than any other church, because I just felt it was easier.
It's very difficult though, even in the church scene, you know. There's a lot of people that are pretentious, and I'm not saying every church. There are some really good Christian women and guys, but it's just so difficult because, you know, there's this thing now where they say that the church is the most dangerous place to find a partner, but you rather play it safe than be sorry. And I think it's more so important to pray for your partner. I remember, as I told you, and you always tease me about it, that I was praying for you. And
Fasting.
yeah, I was fasting and I was praying. And I remember when I was single for about a year, and I spent time fasting and praying, and I didn't even know you at that time. I knew you, but you were my friend.
Yeah,
and
we had no intention.
I never really looked at you to say, oh, that's going to be my wife. I just knew this is Erin. She's part of my youth committee.
And she sets you up one day.
Yeah, you were even setting me up with your friends. You were trying to set me up with
I was like,
everybody.
this guy is such a good guy, but he doesn't have a partner. And I'm like, I got two friends there.
Not two, I think it was like 3 or 4.
Whoops.
We won't name it, but yeah, you were trying to set me up.
Try to give away my blessing.
Oh, bless the Lord, yeah. But somehow God's plan always prevails, and it always comes through. It's so beautiful to know that, for example, our plans are not His plans, and many of the plans in a man's heart, but it's the Lord's that prevails, you know. And I coming back to the friendship part, talking to people that are courting, people that are single, I'd say, and I think the advice that I give as the foundation, like when we met, we were, as I'm saying, I'm just giving a background to everybody before we get into the marriage and our bringing order to your home, is the foundation. What is the foundation? Because that's where you learn the 4 pillars: communication, trust, finance, and the 4th one will be found out in marriage. So, so those things are important, and it's not just about, I know the dressing was important. I know the dressing is what pulled you in. It's like what you said this morning, like actually we just make an illustration of it, about the lychees. And you were speaking of how you were motivating. My wife was saying, you know, you get different lychees. I don't know. I eat lychees. I ate them before, but I don't really eat them now.
No. What I was saying was, you get the same size lychee. I love lychees, by the way.
Yeah, we all know.
You get the same size lychee, but one lychee can have a big pip and one lychee can have a small pip. Now everybody wants the lychee with the small pip because that means you're getting more fruit. So it's so often where we find a person, we're the same people all over, so this represents humans basically. And then when you get to know the person, you unwrap them and you bite in and you realize, my teeth can only go so far because why? The pip inside is quite big. So I just had to just take a little bit of it and go. But if you find a person with a small pip and you can actually like bite into it and get into it, you end up getting more fruit off that pip. Because
there's depth, and I was saying to you this morning, and you were saying to me, and we're speaking of the depth of people, because you look at lychees, like some of them, they're even more red and they look more matured and more...
Yes, I know.
and they look more like riper than the other. But when you bite in, supposedly, the pip is big and there's little lychee, and that's what happens with people. And you don't get the depth because this person looks so beautiful on the outside, they're so clean, but there's nothing to give off. It's just shallowness. And it's so sad to say that you find that in people. So that's why being a friend first is so important, because I remember with you, some of the tests, I always tested you, didn't even know. There was so much tests I put you through. And some of the tests were you a person, because I was checking all this, were you a person who's into material things? And one of the tests was you had no interest in driving my car. You had no interest in how much I had in my pockets. In fact, I even used to say I need money and you'd give me money. And I tell you I'm broke when really I did have something. Or at times I didn't have anything and you would take care of me.
And then you had something
and
you took my money.
It was all it is. But it was just to show the depth that you had. I mean, you know, nowadays it's so hard to find character in people. It's so hard to find people who are able to withstand the rain, people who are able to stand the hardships with. And it's a sad thing, because most people lack the depth, which is character, which is endurance, which is perseverance, and that is found in the foundation. So don't only look at the guy's cleanliness, don't only look at how well he's boxed, don't only look at how white his tackies are, but really get to know the person, really get to spend time with them, really get to hear their hearts. I remember when we sat down and when we were just starting dating, and I said to you, this is the type of person
I don't even know how we started.
That was us starting dating.
The talk.
I was telling you the vision, where I'm going.
And that's what I liked. Yeah. That's what I liked. we're sitting down. Okay, this is what I have to offer. 1, 2, and 3. This is my downfalls. 1, 2, and 3.
And this is what I won't compromise on.
1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want out of relationship? Yeah. This is what I want. So please, if we're not on the same level, then let's not even waste each other's time.
Yeah, and it so happened that that's what you were praying for.
And you know, a lot of people, when we got engaged, I think we got engaged really early.
Like 14 months into our relationship.
I won't say 14, but
yeah, it was early.
Maybe 16.
It's perceived as early.
Yeah. And people were like, are you sure? Are you sure? But they just see 14.
Yeah.
But we've had that conversation from the first day.
Because as I said to you, I knew what I was looking for, and I knew I'm looking for a wife. I knew that there's tests I have to put you through. I knew because I prayed already. I was fasting already. So when I met you, it was not a matter of chance. It was not a matter of not knowing, but it was a matter of coming into what God already had ordained. It was a matter of destiny already meeting. So when you said this is what you've been praying for, and I said this is what and where I'm going, and you linked to the vision, it all fell in place. It wasn't hunky-dory. It wasn't easy plain sailing. I know there was times when you were like, I'm out.
I'm done with this. I don't know how many times I was done, but I'm still here. Yeah. But girls, get you a guy that fasts.
And prays.
And prays. For you, for nobody else but for you.
Yeah, but it's all about God, you know. And the important thing is falling in love with God first. Falling in love with God first, you get to know who you are. I remember when I told you and you were trying to hook me up with everybody, that there was like a year where I wasn't seeing anybody because there was things that I had to deal with me. There were things that I had to learn about Larry before getting to take on another person so that I could be more of a leader for you. And that links up to what we're going to speak on in our next one, which is bringing order to your home. And the home also starts with just you bringing order. And believe you me, sometimes it's difficult because you're just adapting to a relationship too, and then you move into marriage, and the relationship and the marriage are two different,
two completely different things.
The relationship is like preschool, and marriage is like they just threw you into varsity. It's like taking a kid out of grade R, and then they just into university. And
that's why I don't understand how people can date for like 7 years and 8 years and then get married.
Again, it comes back to the concept of marriage being like salvation. People always say, as we were discussing this morning during our exercise, that people say, I want to change this, I want to get myself ready, I want to sort my life out. You'll never be at that point of perfection. Even Christians are not perfect, because that's why the word of God says we are working out our salvation with fear and trembling until the day of Christ coming back. We're still being perfected, and on that day only, when we meet our Savior, are we being perfected. So it's a matter of being crafted and being grafted into Christ-like form. And that's marriage too. Every day I learn something new about you learn something new about me. And it's not easy. Iron sharpen iron. But yeah, it's just such a blessing, guys. And the most important thing that we want to say is don't forget the foundation. Don't forget that phase of being friends. Don't forget that you need to communicate. You need to, I won't say test, but I'd say set fleece. And there were fleeces that I also set. That's how I knew that I was taking the direction of you being. Because when I knew you, I just knew that God said to me, I need to mentor you, or I need to show you the things of God. And I was running away. Yeah, you were running away from me. You were
every time I saw you, I was like, oh, this guy's going to talk to me again.
About Jesus and about But amazingly, look at how the Lord has changed everything. Now you're the one that sits up in the night praying for me. And yeah, but we'll get that into another time. We don't want to go too long. Guys,
thank you.
Into the foundation. Become friends first. Communicate. Share. Learn to trust the person. learn to love what they not learn to love what they love, but understand what they love, and most importantly, for guys, have a vision, understand your purpose.
Yes,
Thank
that
you
is
guys,
important.
and have a blessed time.